Kings of Leon, California Waiting. Steve, the public have been waiting for us to return.
Well, that's true enough.
All right?
Yeah.
They had the best of
last
week.
Was a joy.
They had Camfield and us without Carl the week before. But it's been a while since we've all been together. I'm Ricky Gervais, with me is Steve Merchant, and over there, with his little sunburnedy, baldy head, little Karl Pilkington.
Hey.
All right?
Yeah. That wasn't Steve slapping me head then, by the way.
No, that was just him clapping at, like, Steve Wright in the afternoon.
It's a great show.
Because it is a good show.
Yeah.
He's so pleased that we're a posse.
Yeah.
And we're all back together. 3 holidays Carl's had last year.
Yeah.
I'd love to have 3 holidays. You've got to start putting the work in there.
I had 2 holidays then.
No, you had 3 holidays. You went away with Suzanne and her parents.
Yeah, well, that doesn't count.
It does count. If you book 2 weeks off the firm, you go away and you go, how was your holiday? Go, well, I didn't really count. It wasn't a really good holiday. Can I have them days back, please? My New Year's resolution is to be nicer to you. But
well done,
sense.
You've already broken that.
No, but talk sense. Talk sense. You've had 3 holidays this year. And I'm just saying, you're in your 30s now, and 30s is when you should be really putting the work in.
That's true enough.
To reap the benefits in your 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and 100.
Carl, what's your New Year resolution? What about think before you speak? It's worth...
See, I'm allowed to laugh. I'm allowed to laugh at things other people say, Carl. That is a good suggestion. How was your holiday, Carl?
It was all right.
Right, brilliant.
But that I don't see on the ratio of good to bad in Carl's mind. That might be amazing because we never hear him singing the praises of anything.
I'll tell you what. Can we have a cracking little tune and then come back and hear about Carl's holiday?
I'd love to do that.
Let's keep it tight. Love to Tear Us Apart by Joy Division. Now I can't put my finger on it, but that doesn't sound like the original, and it's off a compilation. It sounded a bit fast. I think the vocal was slightly different. If anyone can, put me out of misery, I think it might be in a session of the time or something.
Carl, is it a New Year resolution for you? Another one. Maybe when we ask you to get a song, get the original single version.
I could be wrong,
not some
but
obscure session.
Yeah, it does seem different, doesn't it?
Very odd.
Yeah. Maybe we just remember it wrongly. But anyway, that's XFM for you. 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais with me, Steve Merchant. Karl Pilkington. Carl, you went to Lanzarote.
Yeah.
People said don't go to Lanzarote. They told you it was Lanzarote. They told you, were they right or wrong?
You were right, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's a bit ropey, yeah.
Is it? Why?
Just, out there. If it wasn't for the volcano they had, it'd been knackered.
That's their big draw, is it?
That's it, basically. That's all they've got going for them.
When you landed, was it really hot? Initially, were you quite excited? You were thinking this is okay?
It was warm. It's, we can't complain about the weather. The weather was all right.
Sure.
You know what I mean? That's what I went for, but it'd be nice if there just was something else.
Yeah.
What did you do all day then? Did you read your ritual book?
No, I didn't read that. I read that book. Do you know the book that I bought and all the chapters were messed up?
Oh, yeah.
I bought a better version of that.
All right.
And I read that.
Excellent.
And then...
Did it make more sense in order?
Yeah, a lot easier to follow.
Yeah.
And then we went and had a look at the volcanoes and that. They've got 36 of them to look at.
How many did you look at before you realised that pretty much, you've seen one volcano, you've seen them all?
Probably about 6 or 7.
Really?
Yeah.
And then when you got to the 8th, you thought, now I know what this is going to be, Suzanne. This is going to be like a mountain with a hole in the top.
Yeah.
Really?
But it happened years ago as well. It's like, just keep a couple, fill the rest in, tidy it up.
Fill the rest in!
Yeah, no,
Well, getting some builders.
No, seriously though.
Okay, 4 million tonnes of concrete, please.
They're an absolute death trap.
Yeah, what do you mean fill them in? Do you know what a volcano is?
It's just a hole, isn't it? That's happened.
Well, it's more than the hole. It's more a portal to the magma in the centre of the earth.
Back in 1730 it happened, and they still haven't sorted it out.
Well, when you say it happened, volcanoes were made a lot longer ago than 1730.
No, but the one that did Lanzarote in.
Right.
Sort it out.
What would you suggest?
Well,
how can they fill it in? It's joined. It's all joined.
No, but what I'm saying is...
the big plates of the earth are all joined. All the magma's joined.
With the trade centre thing, that happened. They cleaned it up, sorted it out, they've moved on. That's what I'm saying. Whereas Lanzarote have just gone, leave it. It happened back in 1730.
You misunderstand me. How, in the name of God, can you fill in a volcano? You ignorant twit.
No, but it's not just the holes. They've actually left the lava everywhere. That's what I mean. It's not just the big holes. There's lava everywhere.
But it's molten rock. They can't just pick it up like they're like a carpet.
Put it in the holes. The holes are there ready. Just push it all in. That's what I'm saying.
What exactly is there then? Is it just a kind of moon-like kind of surround with just kind of dust and rock?
That's exactly what you see. I was there when the Mars thing went wrong.
Yeah.
I would have just sent a camera crew there, filmed a bit of that, right, and say, here we are. This is it. Ignore the little coffee shop in the background. Right? This is Mars, because that's where it's like just loads of dust. Holes everywhere. Side it up.
Little round-headed aliens complaining.
Whinging.
Just like Mars. So is there what's the best bit about the holiday? Come on, pretend you're Judith Chalmers.
I have been doing. I would have done all. I would have said that. Don't bother. Right. I mean, the hotel was good.
Yeah?
That was all right.
What was that like?
It's all right. Just, clean. That's all you want, isn't it?
See, that's not quite what Judith Chalmers does. She doesn't go, what's the hotel like? All right, yeah, clean, isn't it? All right. What was it like? What was it? 3-star, 4-star? Did it have a swimming pool? What was the room like?
Had a swimming pool and that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. If I think it was one of the better ones on the island.
Okay.
Nightlife?
Wasn't really. And there was a bar. There was some bands playing.
Yeah.
Not very good. Food got a bit boring.
Yeah.
It was always the same food every night, but they sort of themed it and made out as if it was different. So, like, on Mexican night, it'd be chicken with a nacho on it.
Right.
And Chinese night, sort of chicken with a little prawn cracker on it and stuff.
Sure.
But that got a bit boring.
That's me just turning on my phone because I want to read to you a text that I got from Karl. I think you sort of sum up the holiday in this text, don't you? Do you remember it?
I can't remember.
Let's have a look. Let's have a little look.
Instantly, what did Suzanne, your girlfriend, make of it? Similar view to you, that they should fill in the holes? Yeah,
it's just that thing, you see, I went on a coach trip, right? And you go and see the volcanoes. Like I say, there's 36 of them.
Yeah.
Which, how many do you need? And when we're on the coach going round all these volcanoes, the fella on the front's going and look out your left window at the moment, and there's a volcano. And if you quickly look out at the right-hand side there, there's another one.
Right.
And on the left, he's just like, all right, we've seen it.
Sure.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that trip, we'll talk about that trip in a bit.
Right, this is the text I got from Karl, right? All right. Been up to a volcano. Been in some dead artist's house who built his house in the lava. They said they would show me science with volcanoes, but all they did was chuck some water in a hole and it shot up in the air. No dwarves in the canteen, no Scousers here, but there is a Swede woman with a big head. She looks effing gormless with a cap on. All right? So a little reference there to...
A Swede woman?
What's that mean? Do you mean Swedish?
Yeah.
Or she looked like a vegetable?
No, the Swedish woman. But they've all got sort of quite big bill, aren't they?
And I sent him a text. Oh, well, it's just good to be on holiday because, I'm working. He sent back, so am I. Just been watching Sky News. There is a school for monkeys who want to get a band together.
Is that monkey news for later?
Oh My Corazon by Tim Burgess. I can't get enough of that. I love that chorus. On XFM 104.9. Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant and little Karl Pilkington. But it was a nice holiday.
Yeah, it's all right. It's just, I went there to relax and that.
Exactly.
Did a little bit of that. Trying to think of some new, features and stuff.
Sure, always working. 3 holidays a year, Jesus.
Oh, well, not really 3. Oh, 2.
It's all one big sort of like work thing to me and Steve.
2 holidays, isn't it? Work hard, you need the holidays. So, yeah, the things that annoyed me was like, you get bored sat around the pool after a couple of days. I'd read my book.
Yeah.
There wasn't much going on the...
Not even any crabs to throw sand at, was there?
No crabs or anything. They wouldn't bother with Lanzarote, right? So decided to go on a little trip. That's when I saw the volcanoes and that, 36 of them. So we go on the trip And the thing that annoys me, it does happen every holiday that you go on. If you go on a sort of package thing, they have these trips, right? And you pay about 40 odd quid, and they give you some wine to sort of make it feel like you're getting your money's worth. But
how many of these trips have you been on then? Loads.
Probably about 12.
More holidays than I've had. Go on.
So anyway, so you're on the coach, right? And they take you for the volcanoes. They took us in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Right. There's nothing else round there.
Sure.
It's like I say, it's like Mars, but with holes in the ground.
Yeah.
Right. And they sort of drop you off, and they go, right, everybody, see you back here in an hour. There's loads of volcanoes for you to look at, and a coffee shop over there. And you know for a fact, right, you don't need an hour there. You could just say, well, just keep the engine running, because I'll have a look in this hole, we'll get back on, give us 5 minutes. Don't need an hour.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But you know that they've got something going.
It's a backhander, definitely.
What, with the coffee shop?
Definitely, yeah. They go there. And they get everyone to have an ice cream and a coffee, and they sit down, have a fag, talking to the bloke. Yeah, and it's like, cousin. Yeah.
How much was the coffee? Was it
probably about €3 euros? So I think it was $3.50.
Sure. Yeah,
which is, I don't know, what, that's about £2.5.
Yeah, they've stitched you up. Well, I remember we were on as a family trip to France once. We went to Paris. We got a coach coming back from Paris to one of the ferries, one of the ports, Calais or wherever it was. Coach trip. It was quite a long coach trip. And at one point we were thinking, we're on the motorway, this is fine, we're making good progress. Suddenly we came off the motorway. We must have gone like 40 minutes out of our way, end up in this street, completely empty, little French town. And it's pulled up outside this, what appears to be a restaurant. And a guy jumps on, dressed like a Butlins red coat. He's French, but he's putting on a kind of English accent. He goes, hello, thank you very much, top of the morning, good morning, hello. Come in, we've got food, drink, go upstairs, we've got rooms if you want to have a rest, or play around. No, it's up to you. And we all had to funnel off this thing into this restaurant, and this one family went, well, we don't want to go in the restaurant. We brought sandwiches, we just want to get to the port, we're not interested. And they said, well, you've got to come in the restaurant. And well, we don't want to come in the restaurant. So the guy said, well, I'll have to lock you in the coach. So this family were locked in the coach while we all traipsed off in, and I could just look, but I looked back and just saw this little kid with his face pressed up against the glass. Take me with you. I want to go in the restaurant. They were just stuck in there. Absolutely livid, as you would be.
But that's definitely a backhander.
But we went inside, and it was extraordinary, because initially you had to pass through a souvenir shop to get into the restaurant.
Perfect.
And it was catered entirely to English tourists. So there was like pictures of the Queen and Prince Charles on the wall. It was done out in a kind of mock Tudor style. It's absolutely extraordinary. I mean, it was so bizarre because it was so out of the way. Did that come before the coach sort of scam, or did the coach guy, he knows it? Is it a brother of his? I don't know how those things come about. But
is
is that going on in this country?
Yeah,
with French and German tourists.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
Is it?
Yeah, they say. I'm sure people say, look, if you bring 30 people to this restaurant, I'll see you all right. It would, wouldn't it? If you got your favourites, because you don't have to. The coach driver's pretty much God on those things, because those people don't know where they're going anyway.
Yeah, but at least here there's other stuff around. You don't really get that in the middle of nowhere situation in this country.
Well, not really. Not if you're going from London to Manchester. You could stop off anywhere. They don't know where they are. There's places with nothing to do or see. It's that those attractions. There's loads of in America, but there's a few here, like Sheep World, and you go out to Gloucester, and there's a town. It's got the biggest cotton reel in the world, and that's it. There's a tourist shop, a big cotton reel, and some bloke at the gate going, it's £1 to see it. There it is. All right.
I went to I know it's quite I went to a Shire Horse Centre once.
Yeah.
But when did Shire horses become so popular that they got their own theme parks?
Well, I think there's a museum for everything.
Yeah, possibly so.
I mean, I don't think you could think of something that didn't have a museum somewhere in Britain, because obviously museums start off sometimes by fans.
But did people keep coming around going, I hear you got a Shire horse, I'd love to see it?
Yeah.
Well, I can't. People coming all the time to see my Shire horses.
You should get another one, because I'd pay double for those two.
I'd pay good money to see your Shire horses.
Yeah.
Shire horses.
I know.
Have you seen them? They don't do anything. They're not like monkeys.
They're
just
not like
grand,
monkeys,
elegant creatures. But you look at them in a picture or look at them in real life, pretty much the same thing. They're not doing anything.
If they could train a Shire horse to swing on a rope and masturbate,
exactly.
I'd pay double.
You pay good money.
I'd pay double for that.
Yeah.
There's a museum in Italy when we went there a couple of years back. Suzanne had like one of those little guide things. Museum there just for spaghetti.
Yeah.
I mean, we opened a restaurant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it interesting spaghetti? Spaghetti in different shapes?
Don't know, didn't go. I went to see a big hole in the ground.
Sure.
Can't get enough of them.
Well, but out of 10 then, what would you give it out of 10? All in all, food, location,
Right.
relaxation, enjoyment.
Yeah, that's 6.
Okay, brilliant.
6, yeah.
Next week, where are you going next week? You're not on holiday next week?
Going
Cool.
away with Suzanne's mum and dad again.
5 holidays.
Been roped
Play a
into
record.
that.
You've got to put some work in. You're in your 30s now. You've got to knuckle down. Star Sailor, Silence is Easy on XFM 104.9. Now, we've got a few ads coming up, which is we're loving that. It tells you what to buy and when to get it and everything, which is a sort of information service. But after that, a welcome return by popular demand of Rockbusters.
What do you mean by popular demand?
Well, one person said to Carl, I used to like that, so he went away and started on it.
Sure, brilliant.
Yeah, brilliant. Get a paper and pen ready.
Yeah.
Turing Breaks, Mind Over Money, XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais, Stephen Merchant, little Karl Pilkington.
Yeah. A couple of emails. Different people have visited various tourist attractions.
Oh, yeah.
Let me see who's this from. Not quite sure. But thanks very much indeed for it. So, there's a link here. It's apparently in Devon. Barometer World.
Brilliant.
It's the world of barometers. It was established in 1979. And
By one bloke who had a lot and thought, I can charge a quid for this, definitely.
Here's the
Out of his own house, probably. Converted back scuttle.
exactly.
Yeah, that's not a euphemism for a sexual act.
But look at the webpage here, Rick. There's a picture of a beautiful barometer being held by a beautiful lady.
Lovely. Who's definitely his daughter.
Yes,
Definitely. Come on, Kathy. Oh, that. Dad, no. Come on. Undo your top a little bit. Dad, definitely made to do that.
Yeah.
Oh,
That slight look of I hope no one I know sees.
Yeah.
Just check out Barometer World.
Barometer World.
Yeah, that's available. If you want to check that out, www.barometerworld.com. That's
Now,
all the...
barometers, one, do they work?
They're to do with checking, is it the air pressure?
Well, everything. But I think that's what it's based on, isn't it? Sort of low and high pressure, so it's going to rain, it's not going to rain.
Yeah.
Or going to be windy, but I wonder how accurate they are.
I think in the days before satellite sort of weather surveillance systems, probably essential.
Yeah.
Nowadays...
As essential as hanging some seaweed out by the back door?
Probably.
I think it's probably similar. I think it's the same one as holding a needle and thread over a pregnant woman. If it goes clockwise, it'd be a boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing about a barometer is how far into the future can it predict?
Exactly.
'Cause
How do you know?
If it's a case of you may as well stick your head out the window to see if it's raining.
Exactly. This barometer goes, oh, it's going to be windy and rainy. When? The barometer goes, soonish.
Yeah.
So can't say, but it will, well, within the 7 days.
I don't want to be
or the-
specific because you'll have me.
Yeah,
You'll
yeah. I don't want to. But I mean, I'm just a barometer. I'm not really a weather person.
Reanalyse the information.
Yeah, brilliant.
What's in there? What's happening in there? What chemicals are being affected? How does it work?
I
have no
don't
idea.
know. I assume it's probably something.
Wait a minute, let
that's-
me email Barometer World.
What could it be?
It could be quite interesting.
It could be mercury that's based on a sort of temperature. It goes up with. Oh no, it's not temperature, is it, barometer? It's pressure. So it's probably just very fine. It's like a fine, very, very fine needle, isn't it?
This is almost as embarrassing as last time we were on. We couldn't figure out what the name of the leader of China was. Was it the King of China? The Prince of China?
Oh, this is where we were trying to imagine what it'd be like if all the Chinese people at once jumped up and down and made a big tidal
enormous
wave.
tidal wave. But if you do know what the name of the leader of China is, we don't mean the name of the particular person in charge, but if it's a king of China, the emperor of China, the chancellor of China,
well, it
the
used
prime
to be an
minister of
emperor,
China.
didn't it? No, that was Japan.
Yeah, this is it. I don't know what's the big guy in charge. Is he still the chairman? I know Chairman Mao was important. I think he was just the chairman. I think he just governed all the big meetings.
Yeah, I don't know.
He just kept the minutes.
Head Chinaman?
Hey, Chinaman, the major Chinaman, the top Chinaman. Number one Chinaman.
Do you know what? We're going to be honest here. We know so little about China.
It's true.
We know so little about China.
Yeah.
It's embarrassing.
But if you've got any interesting facts about China, then email him, ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk. Also, I imagine the email address to use if you're going to take part in this week's Rockbusters.
I did read an interesting fact. I'm doing a show called Politics, and I was researching, and there's a thing about
you went
sweatshops. Yeah, no. Sweatshops, like Nike. There's these facts, right? And these people get, like, you know, a few cents an hour, and the CEO, I forget his name, for a Chinese woman to earn his 5.2 billion, she'd have to work 8 hours a day, 7 days a week for 10,000 years. But Steve, they don't.
They don't.
They obviously don't want to.
Exactly.
They don't want to. They don't want to.
Lazy, Rick.
Ian Jury and the Blockheads, hit me with your rhythm stick.
Rick, are you likely to be going to Cumbria on your stand-up tour?
Almost certainly not. Why?
Well, it's just because you might want to visit the Cumberland Pencil Museum. That's the journey through the history of pencil making.
I do like pencils.
Really?
Yeah, I just used one then.
That's what you mean.
So,
do you have any idea how that was made?
No, was it?
Let me email them.
Now, Chinese people.
Oh, incidentally, it's the premiere of China. The premiere.
Premiere. Oh, right, yeah. Oh, yeah. Sure. Yeah, I remember now.
Yeah.
Well, when you were away, Carl, we worked out if it's 1 in 10 people are sort of like gay in some way, with 1 billion Chinese people, there's 100,000 little gay lesbian Chinese fellas of some sort. What do you think of that?
What do you mean?
Well, if I think so it's some sort of form of gayosity, whatever it's called, is sort of like 1 in 10, right?
1 in 10 people are gay, apparently.
That's,
Right.
that does seem a bit high, though, doesn't it?
I thought it was lower than that.
What? You mean more than that?
Yeah. But
I don't
maybe
think
not.
so. I think that's of any sort of nature, anything.
But what time did they do the survey on the streets as well? Because, you know, they go out late, so if they're doing the survey sort of around lunchtime, forget it, they're not going to get any.
Sure.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? They're all asleep.
But if they're out to say 1 in the morning,
Well,
It's going to be higher, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, you know Carl's favourite song, The Killing of Georgie? A little gay fella goes out and he gets beaten up and that. Carl went, yeah, but would it have happened if he'd have been going out at a decent time?
True.
But clearly in the lyric, it says, Georgie left the theatre before the final curtain fell.
Yeah.
Now, theatre's finished about 10:30.
Yeah.
So even giving him half hour, I reckon it was only about 11 o'clock. So you're talking rubbish there.
are you sure that wasn't his curtains in his flat and he's closing them before he goes out?
No, he was at the theatre. But I'll tell you what, I just realised something. Maybe where most people were going home after theatre, he was just going out.
Exactly.
That theatre to him is like a matinee.
Exactly.
Isn't it? He's off out clubbing, isn't he? He's off down, he's going to get some ammo, he's going to get a couple of butt plugs, and he's not even going to start dancing till midnight, is he?
Have any of us ever met any gay people? It's just, I mean, our view of them is, I don't know. Email in if you've met a gay person.
Yeah.
Tell us where we're going wrong.
Yeah. Have any of us ever met a gay person?
I mean, the way we talk about it is just like, have we ever met Chinese people? I've seen them. I've seen them out there wandering the streets, but I don't think I've ever had a conversation.
Now, here's the irony. I definitely know and have met more little gay fellas than little Chinese fellas.
Yeah.
Have you ever had any little Chinese friends?
There was a girl at school who was Chinese, but she was kind of inscrutable. I couldn't get close to her. She was sort of mysterious.
Right.
Rockbusters?
Yeah, brilliant.
Right then, this is where I give you a little cryptic clue and some initials, and it sort of makes up a band or an artist and stuff like that.
Yeah, brilliant.
Sort of being the operative phrase there.
Yeah. Look, see how he reads this clue.
Yeah.
This is going to sound like Oscar Wilde.
Clue number 1.
3 different clues. Clue
Oscar
number
Wilde
1.
was Chinese, apparently.
Was it?
Yeah, it was illegal then.
Right. Will you leave the entrance to my garden alone?
Sorry?
Will you leave the entrance to my garden alone?
Are we back on the gay thing, or is this the clue?
That's the clue.
Right.
Clue for Rockbusters number 1. Will you just leave the entrance to my garden alone, will you?
Right, that doesn't count because I know what it is.
And what were the initials?
What are the initials?
GG.
Correct.
Yeah, right, but you've got to pronounce the artist correctly. I'll pronounce the artist because I know what it is.
Don't ruin it.
No,
People-
but when the answer comes, I'll pronounce the artist.
Right, can we just focus, please, on the quiz? Go. What was the clue again? Give it again.
Will you leave the entrance to my garden alone? Stop messing with it, right? GG.
Okay.
Right?
Next.
Doesn't count.
Next.
Incorrect.
Don't phone, but you can send a message on my mobile if you want, right? That's T. It's another little easy one. And the last one, we were sharing out the mail sheet.
Right, that doesn't count either.
Can we just fuck
I know what that is. I know what that is.
I don't care. We'll come to that later.
Yeah.
And number 3, we were sharing out the male sheep, and I think I got the best one. Right? DG.
DG.
Yeah. So quickly again, will you leave the entrance to my garden alone? Stop messing about with it.
Yeah.
Right? GG.
Yeah.
Don't phone, but you can send us a message on my mobile if you want. Right? That was T. And the last one, we were sharing out the male sheep, and I got the best one, so that's good. Right? DG.
All right. Ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk. Have we got any prizes?
Do you want to have a look?
Well, don't worry about it.
This is
don't worry about it.
pathetic.
Have we got any prizes?
Just look, the clues
fine.
are rubbish. The clues don't work. The show is. I mean, this is pathetic. Play a record.
That's what it should be called, and the clues don't work.
Blur. Out of time on XFM. Well, we're not out of time. We've still got an hour left, boys.
Hey!
Luckily.
Brilliant. A lot of emails, obviously, about the Chinese. People as fascinated as we are. I don't want to discuss it, interminably, Rick, because there's so much to say, and we've said most of it in the past.
Yeah.
Get a couple of emails. In fact, I think, Karl, you told us this information. Remind me of it again. If all the Chinese people in the world were...
We're in a line on that, because there's loads of them, you'd never get to the end of it.
Right.
No, it's not that.
It's
no. If all the Chinese people formed a line and started walking out of China, you'd never get to the end of it.
That's what I just said.
No, it's because though. They'd be having babies. You know what I mean? Still, it'd be adding to it all the time, wouldn't you?
But would they be walking and shagging and having babies as they're walking out?
Yeah, that is.
I'd love to see someone organise that. Maybe the Record Breakers team.
I tell you what, I'd love to see Ross McWhirter or Norris, who is it? Who's the one that's alive?
I forget Norris, I think.
Norris, right? I'd love to see him to coordinate that.
Yeah.
1.2 billion little Chinese fellas. Boy, girl, boy, girl, boy, girl.
Yeah. And where are they walking out of China? Which exit are they taking?
They're taking the...
Through Tibet? Or?
I think it's the Gate 9 Slip Road, the M43,
right.
to St. Petersburg.
Right.
And they go, and walking and shagging.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because some presumably are dying as they're leaving.
No, but they live to 120.
That's true.
So
they claim.
So, well, we know Karl's theory on that. Do you want to just tell new listeners your theory about when all these Chinese people get the records for oldest people in the world? Come on, what's your theory, Karl?
Leave it.
Karl,
just that they're probably lying.
Why?
That's all. Because a lot of them don't age that well. Some of them do. A lot of them don't, and they always look older than they are. I read the other day, right? Do you know the one who was the oldest woman in the world, right? Chinese woman, right? The way she did it, it was...
She didn't die. That was her secret. Yeah. What she did, she got up every day and didn't die.
No, she was like awake and that, and then she'd have 2 days just sleeping.
Right.
So she wasn't really that old.
What do you mean?
Well, she'd only sort of lived half of her life in a way.
Well, we all live 2/3 of our life, don't we?
No, but she was like awake and that, and then she'd go, I'll go to bed, and then that'd be it for 2 days.
Talking of sleeping, oh man alive, I went to see the last part of the Lord of the Rings trilogy.
Why?
Well, it's like a family thing now. Every Christmas, my family and I have been going to see the Lord of the Rings, the next instalment. It's like a family thing.
What will you do if they keep making them?
Oh, I'd say I've wasted now about 10 hours of my life with that tripe.
You can never get that back.
I can never get that back. That's what Peter Jackson owes me. 10 hours now he owes me of my life. It is absolute drivel.
Well, I know.
We've said this before. I don't want to harp on again about it, but I cannot fathom why everyone is so excited and loves these films so much. Like you say, people review saying it's the best film ever. I think this is the greatest movie I'll ever see. And I don't... It's like they go, oh, but look at all the fight sequences.
But Tolkien being up there in literature, like, you know what I mean? It's sort of like Shakespeare. Tolkien. No!
Yeah.
No.
But what is it that he's writing about exactly?
I don't know.
Little midget fellas who can't get shoes. I mean, I've got big feet. I've got size 14. I can get shoes.
Oh, God.
Send off from mail order.
I know, it's like Harry Potter taken seriously.
Yeah.
But I know who's watching it. It's like these people who are watching it are obviously nerds, people who live in Forbidden Planet. They love it. They can't believe their luck.
But that's the core audience, but it's obviously bigger than that.
But then it's also people who can think they have a go, like menopausal women thinking, well, I'll write a book then. Glomplin came into the cave.
Exactly.
Right? And they're sort of like 13-year-old sons who've never shown an interest in anything except glue now writes Orc
Yeah, exactly.
on his exercise book, and so they're loving it. It's like,
it's sort of uniting, bringing people together. But at the end, right, I mean, it's taken them now like 9 hours to get from one part of Middle Earth to the end, to the other end, so they can destroy the ring, the evil ring.
Did they do a line? Was it?
I don't know what they...
Like those little Chinese fellas.
And it's taken them 9 hours of their time and my life as well to get there. And at the end, they all say
They do
goodbye
it in
to each
real
other.
time. Why don't they edit it?
I mean, that's what it felt like. It really, it can't have, it must have taken them less time, you know, within the sort of logic of the book to get there than it did for me to watch it. And at the end, they sort of say goodbye to each other and they all hug. So there's like, you know, there's little midget one, you know, Frida, saying goodbye to, you know, Bjorn.
What are they
Benny.
called in the thing? Because are they PC in it? Are they called like midgets and dwarves?
No, they're called hobbits.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
So we should call small people hobbits from now on.
That's what they are, just to make it kind of topical, and they'll like that as well. Give them sort of, you know.
So if you
make
see a
it
little,
bit
on the way home, if you saw a little
midget fella,
4 foot midget fella, just say, excuse me, hobbit.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
call
fine
him
then.
Frodo. Right, Frodo. He'd like it. He'd love it because everyone loves the Lord of the Rings.
They love it. No, everyone loves the Lord of the Rings.
In
yeah.
the end, if you ever get to the end, they all hug each other. They say, well, basically Frodo has to say goodbye to all his other little fellas, and so he's hugging them. I don't know how many of them there are, and he's hugging them, right? And it is the most interminable thing I've ever seen. It's like the music's playing. They look into each other's eyes. He hugs them. He hugs. They pull back. They look at each other again. That's like, we'll never see each other again. Then he hugs the next one, and I was just screaming. I was thinking, hug, just one big group hug.
Yeah.
Then we can get out of
Like
it.
an American football team.
Exactly.
Just go.
And then chew off.
Knock
Not
heads.
each individual one. I mean, it's dragging on and on and on. And apparently on the DVD, there's like an extra sort of 20 minutes of extra footage of scenes he's cut out. Who's watching this tripe? Who cares?
I don't know.
I genuinely,
Have we lost some of our popularity by slagging off Lord of the Rings?
I don't care. Screw them. If you love it, if you can't live without Lord of the Rings, screw you. I don't want you as a listener. I can't fathom it. Really, Rick, it's not like I'm trying to be wayward or controversial. I can't get my head around the popularity.
But doesn't Harry Potter annoy you as well, though?
Yeah, but at least it's kind of over in an hour and a half.
Is it? I haven't seen it.
And I went to the toilet 3 times during the course of the film.
Really?
It's unbelievable. The woman sat next to me.
Sexy stuff in it, was there?
Some of those little pixies with the pointed ears. It just took me back to, Mr. Spock. Oh, all those glorious days. But it really is just. I mean, have you seen any of them? You've not bothered.
I've seen one, and it was long, and I thought it was nicely filmed, and I thought, well, okay, I'll just get through it. I even think, it was just a list of, and here come the orcs.
Exactly.
Right, okay, we see the orcs now. Yeah.
But it's like people go, look at the amazing fight sequences, the amazing immense battles. And it's true, he's got thousands of actors and stuff on horses, brilliant. But I'm not impressed by good time management.
No.
Well done, he's got all those people together, he's orchestrated it, well done. But it's got to be more interesting. My friend summed it up. He said the Lord of the Rings films, they're like the film equivalent of an Enya song.
Yeah.
And that to me is exactly right. Lots of billowing dresses, slow musical moments.
That's good.
People riding majestically on horses.
Enya.
Constantly riding majestically everywhere.
Dido's taken over from Enya in that.
Well,
So
possibly
I've got
so.
a confession to make.
Go on.
I like that latest Dido song.
I'll play a song. Let me just,
I know. I thought I don't
Rick,
know
what's
what to
going on?
say.
Let me explain something to you about Dido.
Oh, God. Biting Bottles, Richard Ashcroft on XFM.
We've had an email which I suppose puts my hatred of Lord of the Rings into perspective. It says, you may have spent 10 hours of your life wasting your time with Lord of the Rings, but imagine how many hours of people's lives this show have wasted for our listeners.
Yeah, that's true,
Well, I
yeah.
suppose it does, balance.
2 hours a week for a couple of years.
We can never give that back to people.
I know, it mounts up, doesn't it?
Yeah. We should be doing some kind of community service for people, maybe popping around.
Well, this is community service, isn't it? Because Carl, it makes his brain work a little bit.
True.
And it, keeps him, from going on holiday, sort of for 2 hours a week, which is good. We spent New Year's Eve together, me and Carl.
Oh, yeah.
It was me and Jane, Carl and Suzanne. Her hair doesn't really look like Dave Hill. I must
You didn't
confess.
see it when it was done, though.
Yeah, she had the coat on that you bought her to say sorry, though, didn't she?
Yeah.
And Martin Freeman and his girlfriend Amanda, and Glyn, and we all went for a meal, and then we all went back to ours, and sort of saw in the new year and all that, and saw the fireworks. And then in the wee hours, when just the drinking seriously starts, we started playing parlour games. And do you know that game when you go round, started off like with pop bands or rock bands, you have to say a band, and then they have to come up with a band immediately that starts with the letter that your band ended with.
Right.
So Suede, E, Erasure. Do you know what I mean? Go round. We did that, right? And then we had to change that because people were sort of using the same ones crop up. So I said, well, let's do Animals. We were doing Animals. And I gave Karl one. I think Karl panicked. You know, do it quite quick. I want to just test it on you.
Okay. Is this bands? What is it?
I said... Now, what did I say? So basically, I said an animal, and it ended with E. Okay, so I go skate.
Eagle.
There you go.
Yeah, but hang on. I think I was the third person. Right. So think of another one. Hurry up.
Eel.
Yeah, I had that. Yeah, I did that one.
All right.
Right.
Yeah, a lot of E's coming up. Elephant.
Yeah.
Do you know what Karl said?
Go on.
Ready?
Yep.
Egg.
Oh, in a sense, I suppose.
Egg? He went, yeah. I went, no, wrong. He went, well, what? And then Martin came to his rescue and went, well, what is an egg? Animal, vegetable, mineral. I said, well, it's animal, but it's you can't have egg.
But
went,
would
well,
you allow
then?
tadpole?
Well, yes.
Is
Yeah,
that not
because it's a
kinda
larval
similar?
stage. Yeah, no, but egg, you might as well have leg or eye, uterus. It doesn't count. Egg, you panicked. Brilliant.
I still think I'm right.
Well, you're not right. We were naming, you know.
Just a bit of fun, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You meant, why obey the rules? It's just a
Exactly.
bit of
Yeah.
fun.
No, that is true.
Don't
That
bother
is
with the
true.
rules.
That is
You
true.
had the fireworks in the year, did you?
Yeah.
What, you had them yourself? Or
No,
you
no,
just
no, no.
watched
You
them?
could stare across the river. We could see him, but actually very impressive. And I'll tell you what, they got it right this year. Instead of 2 hours of letting off fireworks, people were going, oh, can we go now? It was 3 minutes, and they spent £1 million on the 3 minutes, and that's it. That's all you can stand. 3 minutes of fireworks.
Oh.
To me, fireworks are like watching Lord of the Rings.
Exactly,
I've
absolutely.
never been impressed as a child.
Never been impressed.
I've never been impressed as an adult, but a big bang, a huge big explosion, that'll do me.
I used to go to, they used to have little community fireworks displays at Christmas, things like that, near our school, maybe in the school or at the local kind of community centre. And I used to go along to them with the family and everything, get the sparklers, and they would have the fireworks, and that would be, and I was just bored silly. And I always thought that if the guy organising it had wheeled out an enormous firework, climbed in, gone, last one to the moon's a bender, and then shot off, that I'd have been, that'd be brilliant.
That'd be good, yeah.
But it's just internal.
Do you reckon I could take out that church?
Yeah,
from
exactly.
here?
Yeah.
Get money on it. Go on then.
Yeah.
That'd be worth it, wouldn't it? But little zoom, another one. Oh Christ!
So a friend of mine was telling me that they once had some indoor fireworks, which apparently is just, I mean, imagine that. Who needs indoor fireworks?
Well, I think that's just little. Yeah, I think one of the things we got indoor fireworks once when I was little, and I remember one of the fireworks was that little celluloid fish that you put in the palm of your hand.
Of course.
And it
Predicts
goes,
the future.
oh, you're sexy.
Yeah.
What, it curled up because of the heat of your hand? Yeah. Oh, you're dead. It didn't curl. Actually, it's Grandad. He's dead.
Yes.
His hands are cold. Oh, no. That's the only way that would be... Oh, yeah.
So that's the only test
And when
it
did you
can
discover
do.
he was dead? We used one of those predictive fish. It came out dead.
Yeah.
Just flat.
Yeah.
Did you have a good time, though, Karl?
What, at your place?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good night, wasn't it?
We danced, didn't we?
A bit of a dance.
What, the two of you together?
Yeah, Amanda had got one of those DVD films. No, straight to, DV
A video
cameras.
camera,
It goes
right.
straight to...
DVD.
Yeah,
Okay.
amazing, right? And Karl was doing his moonwalking. I was sort of doing some sort of jazz step, wasn't I? Sort of like Michael Jackson. I ended up jumping up on the couch with both feet and falling straight back on my back.
Of course you did.
I can't believe I was all right.
Yeah.
What's the chance of that? It's when you're drunk that you sort of like... You revert to childhood and you sort of bounce.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So luckily...
Is that DVD going to be available in the shops later this year? Track 1, side 1, the first Talking Heads album, Uh-Oh, Love Comes to Town.
On XFM 104.9.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's Rockbusters results, isn't it?
Okay.
All right.
Brilliant.
Do you want the prizes, by the way?
Not really.
Not bothered?
No.
Right, some videos and DVDs and that, some good stuff. in there.
VHS, I hope.
Couple.
$4.99.
Is that one about
TV
weather?
titles. What?
There's the weather one. That's going to be on telly. Donald McIntyre.
Oh, yeah.
That's in there, if you want that.
Yeah. He reckons Donald McIntyre ripped him off because he did a thing about how much it costs to have a chimp, cheap as chimps. What was the other thing you think someone ripped you off? Rockbusters?
Ken Bruce on Radio 2 is doing Songs of Phrase. He was doing that over Christmas. I took 1 week off. He's in there.
And when he heard that Donald McIntyre was doing a programme about wind, he thought he was moving on Auntie Nora.
Right. So the first one, will you leave the entrance to my garden alone? Right, that was the cryptic clue. The initials were GG.
Yeah.
That was Gareth Gates.
Gareth Gates. Gareth. What would you
Gareth Gates.
No, but it's Gareth Gates, isn't it? So why would you say to someone Gareth? Is that like what's that, a Manchester thing when you say Gareth?
Gareth Gates.
Gareth Gates. The bloke who came second in Popeye, yeah, Gareth Gates.
So that's the first one.
What was that about getting off the thing, though? Leave my entrance alone, though. I don't understand what it's got to do with leaving my entrance alone.
The gate to the garden.
No, the gates bit, but what's Gareth got to do with it,
one was
ignoramus?
Don't phone, but you can send me a message on my mobile if you want. The initial was T. Text us, right?
No, it's text. The word's text. So you'd have to say text me.
Text us.
Text, what do you mean? No, text me. What's that?
The third one was we were sharing out the male sheep and that, right? Yeah. I got the best one. DG, right? We were sharing out the male sheep.
Get to it. It doesn't work anyway. Get to it. What is it?
Delta Good Ram.
Delta Good Ram. You were dealt a good ram.
Delta Good Ram. All right. So who's the winner?
We're going to give it to Stephen Gunning from Tooting. He's got all of those right. I don't know how, but well done to him, and he wins some crap in a jiffy bag.
Literally.
You too on XFM?
Yeah. Snow Patrol and Run on XFM 104.9.
Yeah, not bad at all.
So everyone had a good Christmas though, yeah? Really? Carl, even though it was like a little bit Lanzarote, it was a nice Christmas.
Yeah.
What was the book you read, by the way? Someone just emailed in and wanted to know. What was the book you read?
It was The Governor.
The Governor?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Did you buy Suzanne a gift in the end? Which you surprised her with on Christmas Day?
Yeah, after that show that we did before Christmas. Yeah. I was walking home thinking, might as well treat her then.
Yeah.
Went and got her a necklace.
Nice.
Actually, she said she wanted a necklace, but I didn't know which one, but went and got one.
Yeah.
And she was happy with that.
Yeah. That shut her up.
yeah.
But, yeah.
And did she get you
a gift back?
She did get me something, yeah.
See, we knew she would.
Of course she would.
Yeah, but the thing is, right, she got me a little Game Boy Advance to take on holiday because she knows I get bored.
Lovely.
Right? So that was good, but I was like, hang on a minute. I know how much I spent.
Oh,
and I know how much these are, right? But I was clever, though. When I got to the airport, I bought her to get me an extra, bought me an extra game for it.
Yeah.
Got the value.
Of course.
When you were growing up, did you wait to ask your mum for sweets right at the counter so the woman would embarrass her into getting you it?
What, you mean just slip it in the basket?
Well, no, just wait till there's some, a stranger watching before you ask for sweets.
Mum, can I have a Kinder Egg?
Did you sit in front of Suzanne when it got to Suzanne, can you get me something else? Because remember I spent more on that necklace than you did on Game Boy Advance. And the woman in Dixon's goes, oh, you better get him something else. And she goes, oh, bloody hell, all right then.
Nah. She did well, though. You know what I mean?
She's done well to keep you, hasn't she?
Done well.
Because you're such a find.
You're quite a catch.
Yeah, she must wake up every morning and go, ooh, I am the luckiest girl in the world.
Well, she told you that the other night.
What?
She said the other night how good it is living with me.
Oh, yeah. I said to Suzanne, it must be great, because I only see him 2 hours a week and I like to squeeze his little head. You can do that all day, every day. Does she ever squeeze your head?
No.
No?
No. It's like that thing, though, isn't it? It's like when you work in a chocolate factory. You get sick of it, don't you? If it's there all the time.
Yeah, she must think, well, I could squeeze that head any time I wanted. It's not worth it. I just,
yeah. What about your Christmas?
My dad, I'm wondering if you're turning into my dad, because he bought my mum a bracelet. He won't mind me talking about this, because he said you'll probably talk about this on the radio, and you're right, Dad, I am talking about it. He bought my mum a little gold bracelet. Lovely gift. You know, it was a lovely thing. She opened it, she loved it, and everyone thought, what a great gift, lovely gift. He wouldn't stop talking about it. He wouldn't stop talking about the gift he bought. He kept on grabbing my mum's arm and showing it to people. Look at that. Look at the gleam on that. Steve, look at the shine on that. Look at the gleam there. Look at that.
Gleam.
And do you know what he said? He said the great thing about that's pure gold. He went, it's an investment. That's an investment, that. Because gold, it's always worth something gold.
I love that when people give a gift and it goes an investment. I love it.
But what? Not only does it sort of take away any of the romanticism of it, but it was the way he constantly was talking about how great a gift it was.
I'll tell you what, I haven't heard the word gleam for 30 years.
Look at the gleam on that.
The gleam.
Look at that. Look at the sparkle on that. And look at that. It looks like rope. That's what he kept saying. It looks like rope. It looks like gold rope. And he just can't. I don't know. I heard it. He disappeared. We were opening gifts. He went disappeared. I could hear him in the kitchen going, "Think about that's pure gold. That Elaine, that's pure gold."
I might melt that down.
Yeah. John, next door neighbour. John, look at that. Look at the shine on that.
That's great. That's brilliant, though.
But it doesn't sort of undermine the gift a bit if you keep on droning on about how great it is.
If people enjoy giving, that's nice, isn't it? And you got to, what did your mum say? She loved it.
She couldn't get a word in edgeways.
That's a step up from a jar of coffee, though, isn't it?
It is a step up, yeah.
That's good. Oh. What about yours?
I didn't get my mum and dad anything this time. No, because I'm always treating them anyway. Whenever if they need a few quid, if I can help them.
Well, you are the gift that keeps on giving, Carl.
No, but don't just go giving anything just for the sake of it. You know what I mean? Wait for the time that's right, sort of thing. Just because it's Christmas. Because...
yeah, I mean, there's no better time, is there, really?
No, I just was going to say my mum and dad didn't get me anything, but they did.
What did they get?
But just some money. But I'll get them something when the time's right. Do you know what I mean? They always need bits and pieces through the year, so I'll look after them.
Sure.
But it was weird being away.
Has anyone got caught onto the fact that they leave groceries in the telephone box near your dad yet?
No, that's still going on.
Is it?
Going on, yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic, isn't it? That is just fantastic. So when he needs a loaf of bread, pint of milk, just goes down. Does he ever give that as gifts?
Now listen, are we doing the film thing in a bit?
Oh.
Got more prizes.
Yeah.
Is it better than Rockbusters?
It's all right. I did it in a bit of a rush because I was only in yesterday, wasn't I?
Sure.
Well, yeah, if you take 3 holidays a year, then there's not enough time for the work. Me and Steve like to, put our priority into, doing the work, coming up with a good product, and getting a holiday when we can. I haven't really.
I love a holiday, Rick.
I love a holiday.
But I don't do the holidays for me. It's for Suzanne, isn't it? She's the one who likes going away.
With you?
I'll just go, so I'll go with her, do me bit.
When you were playing Game Boy, right, and you'd looked in the hole, and you were reading your book, what is she doing?
She'll make things seem more interesting to me. Do you know what I mean? So, like, when we're at the Owl, and the bus driver said, "You've got an hour here," I said, "Why have I got an hour here? I go to a funeral with someone who I loved in the ground and don't spend an hour around it. Why do I want to..." Do you know what I mean? Why do I want to spend an hour looking in this?
Wasn't that terrible when your auntie just shot up in all this magma?
Yeah.
That was terrible, wasn't it? That was the worst funeral you'd ever been to, wasn't it?
But she'll
I'll tell you, that would make funerals more interesting.
If they it was a cremation and a burial.
Yeah.
You just put them in a volcano and they go 2, 3, here they go, wee, up to heaven.
I was having a conversation with my flatmate about songs that would be inappropriate to have at your wedding, at your funeral. And
horny, surely is one.
That was what we were thinking.
Really?
Yeah, that was the first one we came up with. I'm horny, 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 horny. That was the first one we came up with.
Isn't Robbie Williams' Angels one of the...
Yes.
Biggest
and
ones.
I think Wind Beneath Your Wings, I think is apparently quite popular.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I play that on Auntie Nora's, can't you?
Bit of Boston?
Yeah.
A bit of who? Busted?
Boston, more than a
Boston,
feeling.
right.
It's much more than a feeling. Boston, more than a feeling. XFM 104.9. Well, another big moment here. We've had Rockbusters. Now we're going to have Carl's film quiz thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a film quiz thing. I've done Planet of the Apes, right? Because one of the things we did in Lanzarote, went on this tour with sort of 3 northern blokes, and they didn't really know what they were talking about.
Joking. You're joking. Northerners not knowing what they're talking about. You're having a laugh.
No, they'd obviously sort of not had much luck here, right? And thought, let's go over to Lanzarote, buy some vans, right? Get people in it. We'll do a tour of the island. And whenever someone asked the question like, what year did the volcano happen? They go, we'll take you to the visitor centres. You can read about it there. So they never actually answered anything, right? So they were useless. But one of the things that they told us was that Planet of the Apes was filmed in Lanzarote.
Right, okay.
right?
That makes sense.
A bit of it. Well, does it? Does it make sense?
Well, what do you mean?
Well, maybe
does
it was, maybe it wasn't. Okay, anyway.
No. I mean, if they wanted to show sort of an Aaron, sort of barren, sort of post-apocalyptic sort of subject, choose where you went on holiday.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah, but when we were there, well, he took us to this sort of beach, and I said, "Is this where they did it?" And he was like, "Yeah." I said, "What? Right there, yeah." And I watched it, and I couldn't see where I was.
Yeah, you know that if you watch a film from 1968 and you've been to the same place, you're not going to feature. You're not going to see you in the back walking along the beach.
It's a new one, new Planet of the Apes.
Oh, the recent Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, that's what they said. Yeah, right. So I thought I'd sort of.
Now that sounds a little bit more far-fetched. I'd have thought that was probably a lot in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, is this the current Planet of the Apes or the old one you've done?
Current Planet of the Apes.
This is the recent one.
All right, there'll be a question at the end of it, so listen on that.
Is this entertaining to anyone, this? I mean, just take the last 4 minutes of conversation.
But seriously, Rick, who cares?
I don't.
Do you?
No.
I don't.
DVD's selling well.
Exactly, what do I care?
All right, go on then.
All right, so Planet of the Apes, question at the end of it, listen and win some stuff, all right?
Hey, where am I? What is this place? Hang on a minute, I'll have a look. According to the Lanzarote guide, we've been dropped off at the volcano bit. Apparently there's 36 volcanoes here to be seen.
I hope you don't mind my saying, but this is a waste of time.
I know what you mean. Don't know why they need 36 volcanoes. Just keep one. Fill the rest in. Like a car park or something. Excuse me, guide. Why's the bus drops us off here? What's so special about this place?
Well, according to our holy writings, that is where creation began, where the Almighty breathed life in the time before time.
Wow, it's amazing that, isn't it? All this has been stood here for years and years. What about the coffee shop there? Is that old, is it? Well, nothing. You're out to rip us off. I raised about £4 for a coffee there. Always ripping people off. That's what annoys me with these trips. You get us in the middle of nowhere, we die of thirst. Well, I'm not able to do without. The reason I've come here, I believe this is where they did Planet of the Apes, innit? Love monkeys. Especially the ones in Planet of the Apes, because they talk and that.
Talking monkeys can't exist.
Joking, aren't you? Of course they can. Getting up to all sorts of stuff. I read about a monkey the other day who worked on the railway. Right, there was another one about a chimp that did a bank job and went off to Spain to sort of...
Shut up!
Oh, yeah.
What is that?
Little monkey fella. It's come from that little coffee shop. It's been serving coffee. Now that is worth paying £4 for.
No, you're teasing him.
I'm not teasing it. It's working, isn't it? It's serving the... We want some coffee. Get us some coffee. I've heard about this. You can buy coffee that's been sort of hand-picked by monkeys. It's like Coffee Mate, except it's more sort of coffee primate. Yeah? Hello, little fella. We want coffee.
What do you mean, we?
You're gonna have a coffee, aren't you? What else are you gonna do? Go and look at another 35 volcanoes? I'm staying here. I'm having a monkey coffee. It's brilliant.
You find this amusing?
Jesus, it's a talking monkey. All right, mate. Have a couple of coffees.
Don't start now. We're off duty. I'm starving.
What do you mean you're off duty? Have you bananas later? Just get us a couple of... Alright, I understand that you're tired and you've probably been on your hands all day. Just forget the coffee. You go and get some lunch. After you've got some coach, you lazy ass.
You damn human!
Powerful.
Lovely. Excellent. So, what's the question?
If you've been listening to the whole show, how many volcanoes do I think's on the island of Lanzarote?
Okay.
Yeah.
I might have it wrong, what I've been saying, but it's roughly around that.
Yeah, so what have you been saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
Brilliant.
right. Ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk. You're more likely to win the prize if you leave your address on the email.
Yeah.
Because otherwise we can't really be bothered to phone people or email them back. So,
Good point.
Put your address on there and you could win some crap.
In a jiffy bag. Carl's theme tune there by Placebo. Special needs. on XFM 104.9.
All right.
New Year's resolution, Carl?
I don't know. I don't do it. Really. Don't
So what
worry
about something
it.
like, I don't know, start smoking? Do you know? There must be something.
No, it's a waste of time, isn't it? Don't bother with that.
Right?
You,
Any-
Steve?
Me, no, I've never really made any New Year's resolutions. I just be good to people. Just treat everyone as you want to be treated yourself. Give to charity. Hate, crime, racism, famine, sexism.
I know you're going to keep to all those, except the gift to charity. That's... Me and Carl find that a little bit hard to believe.
Never gonna happen. Well, you've always got to break at least one of your New Year's resolutions.
Exactly. Yeah, well, I think I'll be nice to Carl. What about learn more? I was thinking that. I want to
I'm
learn
always
more.
teaching you stuff.
I've got... I watched... I'll tell you what, Christmas telly was dreadful this year. I don't know if I've hit that age where I think... But I think consciously I thought this is worse than usual.
Yeah.
And I ended up watching Discovery Channel and History Channel again, and I watched 4 episodes in a row of this fantastic documentary, 1418 War, narrated by Dame Judi Dench, and it's brilliant. I just can't get enough of it. I hated history at school, and now I want to know everything.
Yeah.
And I think that's mine. Learn all the stuff about stuff.
I like learning though. I
Yeah.
always say that to you. I'm always looking up stuff. When I was on holiday, even though it was sunny outside and they had big holes to look at if I wanted to, I stayed in and watched Discovery there and was watching stuff about scorpions and that.
Yeah. What did you learn?
Well, nothing, because it was all in Spanish. But I just watched it. What I found out, right? What I found...
Scorpions, have you get it? It's only about poison you get with.
What I don't understand is with scorpions, right? They have like this sort of weapons, don't they? They have the poison and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Which can kill a man.
Yeah.
But there was a couple of little animals and that were its sort of enemy,
Yeah.
and it stung them, and it didn't kill them. So what's the point?
Well, firstly, not all scorpions kill a man. Some of them,
This one did, they said.
Yeah, well, they range from like bee stings to so much venom it can take down a horse on things like spiders and snakes and scorpions. So it depends. But a scorpion that will kill a man would kill a rabbit. So I don't know what you're talking about.
No, there was a snake that it stuck its thing into, and some sort of beaver, and they were just like running about.
There's nothing funny about that, so why are we laughing?
Well, the snake wasn't running about, was it?
Well, it was slithering about a bit.
Yeah. What was the beaver doing when the snake...
Just sort of, I think it ate it in the end.
What? Ate what?
Ate the scorpion. Just wandered off.
Well, it wasn't a beaver.
there you go,
There's
you've
no
learned that.
way it was a beaver.
All right, an otter. It was,
This is what you've pieced together from a show in Spanish.
well, I'm just saying though, how come it can't kill something that small, yet there's someone on holiday that's no sort of danger to that scorpion. We're not going to harm it, right? And yet it can kill a man.
So you
Shut
say,
up,
but I
Carl.
don't believe it.
Shut up, mate. Seriously, this is gobbledygook.
Taught you something again though. That's what I'm
No,
saying.
what have
I'm
you
always-
taught us though? What is that? What is the fact that's come out of that? A scorpion can kill a man, but the beaver was dancing with a snake. Then it ate it.
You do that
That's
all the
not
time,
a fact.
though. You
That's
put
not a
everything
fact.
down. New Year's Eve I taught him something, right, about dead people.
No, you know, the things that taught me. I was saying you're talking shite. He says they found out your soul weighs an ounce.
Your soul.
Yeah, your soul weighs an ounce.
Right, who found this out?
I read it.
Your arsehole weighs an ounce.
Yeah.
There's no such thing. A soul weighs an ounce. You're talking drivel.
All right.
Have you got any
right.
monkey news?
So what did they do? They measured. They weighed someone who was alive, and they will wait for you to die, then weigh you again.
There was
Isn't
someone
it, you've
who-
lost an ounce. Yeah, oh, sorry, it must be your soul shooting off to heaven.
It was someone who was really ill, and they
Yeah.
said, we can't do anything for you here, but we've got a bit of an idea that we want to do. We've been wanting to do this. Stuck him on some scales. He said, right, you weigh 9 pounds and an ounce or whatever, because he was wasting away. He died, 9 pounds. Right?
Fine, well, that's proof if proof be needed.
Talking shite.
Monkey news, we might as well leave it.
Now, come on,
No, come on, tell me what can you.
No, it's nothing that great, really.
Is it worth playing the jingle? Quickly?
Go on then.
Oh, chimpanzee, that monkey news.
Right, it's about a monkey.
2004, four.
It's about this woman monkey who was born in 1834. Right? Half monkey, half woman.
No, not true.
It happened, apparently.
Impossible.
It was in the Daily Mail. Right?
Okay.
The Victorian ape woman was her name.
Yeah, I christened this thing Victorian ape woman. Well, we thought Sandra. No, I'm calling it Victorian Ape Woman.
She was about 4 foot.
No, didn't happen.
She had lovely, thick black hair on her head and on the back of her legs and on her arms.
Yeah.
All right.
Save stockings.
Let's have a look.
And she didn't need a bustle because of a huge ape-like arse sticking out the back of her dress.
She was good at reading and sewing.
It's good because they didn't have opposable thumbs. So
she could speak 3 languages.
Yes.
She was
human, monkey, and monkey human.
20 offers of marriage. Does that annoy you, Steve?
Absolute twaddle.
All right, well,
more rubbish than your soul weighing an ounce.
Let's leave
a
it there.
Victorian monkey
Let's
woman.
leave it there, then.
See you next week with some more twaddle.
I was worried we wouldn't have the old magic in 2004, but we're still talking shit. Merry New Year. 104.9 XFM, Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant, Karl Pilkington's pressing the buttons. We're playing some great moments from the last 3 weeks.
And some great records, Steve, from the last 2 weeks.
That's true enough.
Yeah.
We're not actually here today. What are you up to today, Rick?
It's 8 hours earlier, so this is about 2 o'clock probably. Mm-hmm. So it's about 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm still in bed, mate. I'm asleep in my hotel room.
Now, where are you?
We're in LA.
Los Angeles.
Yeah.
City of Angels. Rick.
Yeah.
City of Angels.
Yeah. And so that's what we do. We're doing stuff like that. That's why we're not here. We're not here next week either. So next week is the best of this week.
All right, so here's the first bit.
The reason you became King of the Universe, of course, is because of your fascinating French bread anecdote.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, come on
the
then. How did baguettes come about? If this is going to be someone cooked a loaf a bit wrong and said, I can still make a sandwich out of it, I'm going to hit you.
No.
Go on then.
Right. Napoleon, when he was at war and that with Russia.
1812, yeah.
Yeah, all his soldiers were like, not used to the cold weather and that. So they said, take some clothes in your bag with you because it's going to be nippy out there. So they put all the clothes in the bag.
Sure.
They were told, it's Napoleon, for Christ's sake.
No room for any food.
You're joking.
So
couldn't they make some sort of like sandwich?
No, it wouldn't fit because of all the clothes. You had to take extra gear.
Sure.
So, anyway, he said,
I can see where this is going. I'll be honest.
Is there a baguette-shaped gap left in their holdall?
They thought, let's make some bread that you can fit down your trouser leg.
What?
That's not true! No, it's not!
I read it in Euston train station. I was waiting to go back to Manchester.
Where did you read
What,
these?
scrawled on the wall in graffiti?
Yeah.
Do you know
Was it also meet me here for cock fun at 12 o'clock?
The Upper Cross Sandwich Shop, Euston Station. It's on the wall.
What do you mean it's on the wall?
Do you know how it says, like, sail on at Dixon's, whatever?
Yeah.
Next to that, there was, like, a bit of information. Once you've read the stuff on Dixon's...
I get information.
There was a big thing about the history of the baguette. I read it and I thought,
we got to make a sandwich we can split down our trouser leg.
But how can you march and fight with a huge piece of bread down your train?
Although it would be intimidating. You see them coming, you go, sacre bleu, look at the size of them. They're big fellas.
Well, blimey. I can't help but feel that could be a practical joke at your expense.
Yeah.
do that.
Well, the Earl of
Do you
Sandwich...
ever question anything you read? If it's printed up, is that, like, fact for you then?
Well, it's not funny. I mean, if they were trying to be funny, it's like... it's not, is it? So it's information.
Have you heard us? Things sometimes want to be funny when they're not.
That's exactly what happened with the sandwich. The Earl of Sandwich wanted something he could fit down his pants. And it was those triangle cut sandwiches wrapped in cling film were perfect. You might be right. You might be right.
I am.
Because the Cornish pasty, so they could drop it down the mines, isn't it?
Is it?
They wrapped it up they wrapped up like meat and vegetables in pastry, and they sort of crimped it, and it was like and they dropped it down the mine, so, yeah, that's how that came about.
And bagels were originally made so that people could play hoopla, but then eat afterwards. I don't know if you're aware of that. That is true, Carl.
Well, anyway.
Call my bluff. Is that true?
Yeah.
They're all true.
They're all true.
Yeah.
Tell your kids that when you have them.
Yeah.
You know, if they're still alive in a million years.
Well, it might be true. Can someone confirm that baguette fact that it was so Napoleon could stick it down
Not him.
his trousers? Not him, his soldiers.
His men.
Yeah.
Fascinating information. Fascinating bread information, Carl.
Radiohead.
Yeah, now this is my song for the lovers. It's a beautiful track. It's Let Down off OK Computer. It's one of my favourite Radiohead tracks. It's lovely. Right, set the tape going now if you want to tape these songs.
And just remembered recently, actually, I was on a train coming back from hometown Bristol, and I was on the train, and this girl walks on, good-looking girl. I thought, hey, up, largely empty carriage. I'm thinking, my luck's in, because I take every opportunity, Carl. That's the thing about me, I don't choose. She was a good-looking girl. She sat down. I thought she sat down right near me. I thought, brilliant. As this guy comes up behind her, and says, I think it's probably a boyfriend or something. Sits down next to her. And I listened in on the conversation, obviously, because I'm pretending to read. It was very clever. I read the same page for hours, so I was pretending to listen. I was listening, but pretending to read. And I realised that it's not her boyfriend or anything. It's just some guy she's met on the platform. And I'm thinking, brilliant. If she's the kind of girl who's just going to start talking to someone, on a platform, on a train, brilliant, I'm going to be in here. Because he was only going one stop. So I'm thinking, what's the worst that can happen? He'll nick off, I'll get chatting to her, and who knows? I could join the... is there a train equivalent?
Foot High Club.
The Foot High Club, brilliant. And so I'm excited, I'm listening in. And it turns out that they're both kind of graduates who've just finished university, or they're coming to their finals or something. And they're chatting away, and he's making a couple of witticisms, and she's kind of tittering at his jokes. I'm thinking, well, I'll tell you this, if she's laughing at this kind of material, I am going to blow her away, with my kind of anecdotes and wry observations, It was weak stuff, I got to be honest.
Really?
He was coming out with nothing. He was running on empty, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
And she was loving it. So I'm thinking, brilliant, I'm going to be right in here. And then they get moving on to higher brow things, and I think she was going to study kind of Marxism or something like that, or communism, something. And she was asking him, by way of conversation, she was asking him what he knew about Marxism, And he was fumbling for his vague knowledge of it that he had in his life. And I'm just sat there thinking, come on, love, in any given capitalist environment, the proletariat will revolt against their oppression by the bourgeoisie, and after a brief period of socialist rule, emerges a classist society governed by community cooperation.
Well, if that sort of talk wouldn't get a woman hot, I don't know what you'd use.
If
then
Marx and Engels is not going to get a woman sweaty down below, then nothing is. Then my name is
You're
not
just
Steve
biding your time.
Exactly. I'm just going to go in for the kill any minute.
Yeah.
So anyway, it comes to his stop. Right, he gets off. I'm thinking this is a piece of cake, and he gets off, and off he goes. He walks off, and I'm thinking brilliant. And I thought, I'll wait. I'll wait till the train's pulled away. I'm not going to leap in straight away.
No.
And he comes back along the carriage, and I'm thinking, hang on a minute. He goes, listen, do you mind if I give you my email address?
Oh.
Right, and if you want to get in touch, email me. I'm thinking, come on, you loser, get off now. Save your face, please, before it's too embarrassing. She accepts the email address because she obviously doesn't want to hurt his feelings, whatever. I'm thinking, fair enough. She's a good woman. I'm liking her. I'm loving her. I'm thinking, that's my kind of girl. So anyway, he gets off. I'm sat there, the train pulls away. I'm thinking, I'll wait a few minutes, I'll just, give it some time. Her phone rings. It's her friend on the phone. And she starts to, and I was listening in, and she was going, just met a guy on the train. I'm thinking, that's true enough. She goes, he was a good-looking guy. I thought, you're having a laugh, love. To be honest. Because I was looking at him, and she said to her friend, he looks a bit like tennis player Boris Becker. I thought, you should be so lucky, frankly, because I saw him. He had awful facial hair, if that's what makes him look like Boris Becker. Terrible little goatee beard. It was laughable. I thought, I don't know. And then she goes the thing, and she's like, I met him, we got chatting and stuff, and she was going, it's not often that you meet someone, generally in life, who's, kind of thoughtful and intelligent and funny. I thought to myself, I'm not even going to waste my time with you, love. Frankly, if that's what you thought of him.
You just walked away.
And I'll be honest with you, I didn't even bother talking to her.
No, you were just
didn't even waste my time with her.
If she thinks that bloke is not only great looking,
funny,
but funny and intelligent, and she got on well, and he was polite, and it was a chance meeting, and he thought, and she thought that you were like a freaky looking dork who didn't even have the nerve to speak.
That is what
if that's what she thinks, then
I don't want to know her.
I couldn't. You walked away, and good luck to you.
And I have my dignity intact.
Yes, and she's nothing. I love the fact that in pole position, in positions 1 and 2 of his favourite films of all time, it's The Elephant Man and Kes.
Yeah.
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
Go on.
All right. Am I leaving the mics open a bit when this is going out?
Yeah, let's have a listen.
Yeah? All right. So don't talk then, right?
Just put that hot dog down, Rick.
And this is the bit in Kes where it's the teacher and he gets up and he has to
Glover.
talk.
What's his name? Is it Brian Glover?
No, it's
What's
the other teacher.
The other one.
Anyway.
Right. Go on.
All right, so here we go.
Things that had actually happened. I've got another one. What about you, Casper? Casper!
All right.
All right?
All right.
You haven't been listening to a word I've said, have you?
Yeah, I heard some of it. Yeah, you.
Some of it?
Just.
Stand up. Always somebody, isn't there, eh? Right, now you're going to tell us a story about yourself.
What sort of story?
I want you to think of an incident that happened to you sometime in the past that is true and that you think will interest the rest of the class. All right?
All right. What about I work on a radio show at the weekend.
Well, are you going to tell us about it?
I'll just do. It's 2 hours, and it's with Ricky Gervais and Stephen Merchant, and just sort of play music and tell stories and stuff.
What kind of stories?
Well, whatever. Like last week, it was science. We were talking about this lad who was growing a knob on his arm. So it's weird. It's tricky, sir, because like with Ricky, he gets bored quick and he won't listen to the stories, and he'll start squeezing my head.
All right. I'm not interested in what he does.
That isn't normal, is it, sir? That. I mean, it sure is a bit gay.
Is he?
Just messes about, though. Do you know what I mean? I try and like come up with good stuff, like monkey news and like quizzes and stuff. But then he'll just, Ricky will just mess about. I mean, on Saturday he did it again. He squoze me head.
How do you spell that?
Squoze. S-Q.
Well, you're going to show it off the wall. It's a new word to me.
Squoze is S-Q-U-O-Z-E.
Nice, now tell us what it is.
It's when he gets me head and he puts one hand on the back of it, right? And he puts the other hand on the front of it and he just sort of swivels it.
Swivel, right down the
Oh, swivel's not it's spelled S-W-I-D-R.
How many times a day?
How many times a day does he swells it? It depends what time he gets in. If he gets in about 12:30, he could get a good 3 in. But I think I don't really want to talk about.
You've done enough, don't you? Well done, Billy. Big hand of applause.
That is the effort. Yeah. Wow. That's the best thing you've ever done, Carl.
This is the Best Of Show on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Stephen Merchant.
Yes.
I hope you're enjoying the Best Of.
I've never been a religious type. If people want to do it, I let them do it and what have you.
Good of you.
But out of all of them, I want one that's not going to take over your life. I don't want one where you've got to get up 3 times a day and you've got to go and pray and that you've got to get up early. Forget that. It's getting in the way. But if it's something like... I was walking to work the other day, right, across Oxford Street. There's a little Hare Krishna fella there. And he sort of had a leaflet and stuff. And he said, are you interested? And I said, what do you do? And he said, well, we're against getting stressed out and what have you. And he gave me a plum. They hand out food for some reason. But I sort of asked a few questions.
That's just the imagery. These 2 bold people, one of which is wearing an orange smock,
holding a plum in the middle.
He hands the other one a plum. It's almost like you can imagine some kind of religious painting.
Exactly. Yeah.
But what is their sort of main thing? Because he didn't really tell me that much. He was a Japanese bloke, so I didn't know what he was saying that much.
Why? He wasn't speaking English?
Not very well. He wasn't the best sales bloke to send out for them, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But what's that? Are they? You're saying they're nothing like?
Well, I believe Hare Krishna is a kind of as an offshoot of a sort of Buddhist faith.
It is. I think they are Buddhist, aren't they?
Yeah, and obviously their kind of trademark, as it were, is that they have to say. I believe they have to say Hare Krishna in a certain rhythm, in a certain order, a certain amount of times per day. That's why you see them walking down the street saying Hare Krishna, because it's actually a sort of religious chant which they're obliged to do. So you see, even if you go into the Hare Krishna faith, you may find yourself, in Tesco or whatever, forced to say Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Perhaps
out loud, not just thinking it.
Yeah, no, out loud.
You can put it on an iPod and
you
just
couldn't put
listen.
that on an iPod. No, it doesn't count. No, I think you have to actually say it. So I guess that kind of eats into your social life a little bit.
And there's the wearing orange as well.
Particularly frustrating, I imagine, if you're in a cinema or a library. A little bit awkward there, midway through.
Or
Star
you
Wars,
live next door to a bloke called Hare Krishna,
yeah,
who constantly thinks you're calling him.
Yeah,
that probably.
Yeah, so that's in this. I mean, I don't think we've quite done the Hare Krishna faith its full service there, but so interesting to you. I mean, you got handed a plum. You've been treated well by them.
Yeah, well, but he couldn't tell. I just wanted to know how much time it would take up. What are the benefits? What can you do? What can
I think the benefits are they probably don't get stressed out. They've probably got that sort of that zen, that chi-ness about them, where they try and interact and
quite meditative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've got some nice trainers as well, don't they, with their orange.
What are you looking for then in a faith, Carl? You say what are the benefits? I mean, obviously Catholicism, you get the communion wine and bread, so...
Yeah, but I can afford that.
Right.
Probably, just I like the Crusaders. I was forced into joining that as a kid, because a mate sort of joined it, and he sort of said, "Are you joining?" I sort of swore at him. I said, "I'm not doing that." Right?
Yeah.
He said, "Right, if you don't come with me, I'll tell your mum that you just swore." So I was like, "Oh." So I went. So I went along, and I used to just go on the Friday when they played, you know, Sabutio and stuff. And then I went on one Sunday, and it was totally different. There was no Sabutio. There was no sort of, you know,
table tennis.
The thing where you hold a thing and knock things over. Skittles. There was all that on a Friday. Went on the Sunday. It was rubbish. He said, "Right, sit down in this room." They gave me a Bible. Thought, this looks too heavy, this is too big, I'm not interested in this book. And I never went again. I used to hide on a Sunday when they came round. And that's been the only sort of...
I suddenly, why did it suddenly turn out to have to hide on a Sunday when they're coming round?
Because they wouldn't leave. Who
was it? Were they adults?
It was well, he seemed like an adult to me at the time, but he was probably about 27.
Well, that is an adult.
Yeah, but do you know what I mean? He seemed a lot older when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And he came knocking and that, and he used to say to me, "Mum, I'll just tell him I'm ill or something." And he used to hang around to see if I'd eventually come out to play and that. And if I did, I think they would have grabbed me and took me there.
I love the idea that for you, religion has to bring with it some kind of gift. It's like, you know, join our faith and you get an alarm clock radio. It's like something like
I think religion does bring a gift. Usually, it's
the gift of the Lord.
Well, the gift of everlasting life, isn't it? And that's the problem with it, you know. A lot of people believe in it because they think...
But for Carl, his feeling is like, that should be a given. That's safe. I'm definitely going home with eternal life. But what else can I have? Is there an iPod?
You have to have a religion, because obviously I don't have a religion. I don't miss it, and I wouldn't want one. I'm an atheist, and that's out of belief. That's out of logic. And we don't get into the politics or the morality of it. Why do you feel you need a religion? Why don't you just get a hobby?
Well, I didn't want one. I don't want one. I just was saying that, you know, if I was to get one, which one would I go for? Is what I'm saying.
I'd like to see you perhaps as a Jew. I think Judaism would suit you well, I think.
What are the hours like for that?
Tough. Can be tricky.
That's what I mean. I don't want anything that's, you know... And they have a day where they don't eat and stuff. I couldn't be doing that.
So then they have days when they eat too much?
Yeah, but what happens if I'm not that hungry that day? Like I say, I don't like change. You know what I mean? I like my Cheerios in the morning. I
don't... Avalanche's Frontier Psychiatrist.
Absolutely.
Well, we've had lots of emails. People, obviously, we inflamed and provoked about the Cornish pasty. I've got a couple of amendments to that. The crusty bit, you know, is actually as a handle, because obviously the miners had dirty hands, and they'd eat all the stuff in the pasty, and they'd be left with this sort of crust, and they could throw that away. Also, someone told us that at one end was an apple, so you have a little sweet as well.
Little dessert.
So, there you go.
You noticed how, like, over the years we've been doing this, you know, way back when we started XFM, no one ever contributes when we ask about the music, when we ask about hip-hop, or their, you know, opinions on that, anything important. But start talking about pasties, we've had about 5 phone calls.
Yeah. And someone phoned up to confirm. They used to work for Upper Crust, and basically Carl got all excited. So it is true. Well, I don't know if it's true. I've read the same sign you did, Carl.
Interestingly, there's an email here that says, which basically offers a history of the baguette, and talks about after the revolution, the government decreed that all of France must eat the same bread, and it was up to the bakers to bake this bread of equality. And then Napoleon kind of made sure it was a particular, he kind of set in
obviously on the bread you can eat anything you find in the garden, frogs, snails, bits of horse,
but
squid.
the interesting thing is, Rick, that there's no mention of sticking it down your trousers whilst going to war.
The French have tried to keep that secret for over 100 years,
It was only
Steve.
the upper crust people.
Yeah, nearly 200 years, that is a top secret. Somehow Euston Station upper crust got hold of a document, left behind in an old sea chest, possibly Napoleon's, could have been Josephine's. Unfortunately, jotted it down. He's kicking himself now. Oh, Secret, I cannot believe I left a note. If he talked like that.
He did.
He did that. Yeah, he talked English, but in a very funny French accent.
Do you remember, there was one thing that, talking about funny French accents, you remember Allo Allo?
Yeah.
Remember, it was on about 5 o'clock in the afternoon, but they still meant, because it was a funny Frenchman, it was that English guy who was posing as a French police officer.
It's very complicated.
He would often walk by, and I remember there was one where he said, I was pissing by the door when I heard a shit.
Oh yeah.
Now that's
passing by the door.
I'm allowed to say
Passing
that.
by the door when I heard a shot.
That's what he's saying. I'm allowed to say that at 2 o'clock because I'm just saying I'm talking in a French accent.
Yeah.
I was pissing by the door when I heard a shit.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Because I'm speaking French, Carl.
Do you know what I mean?
That's the rule.
I'll tell you something I do know.
Go on.
Right. But I can't really get a question out of it.
Go on, just tell us.
There's a shadow somewhere.
It's already good, isn't it?
I'm loving it already.
No, right. There's a shadow. I think it was in America.
Yeah.
And it's on a quiet road. I'm guessing somewhere like Boston. That's what I imagine.
Okay.
Right?
No.
Somewhere like Boston. And people at night used to see this shadow moving about. And they'd go, what's that? Right. And it got known, the town, the little local town got known for this shadow, but it didn't cause any problems.
What are you talking about?
Well, it was like,
you lost me.
What are you talking about?
Do you know, like some places get famous, like Scotland's got the Loch Ness Monster and that, but it doesn't cause any.
Yeah.
But it doesn't cause any problems.
It doesn't exist. Go on.
Right. So there's this shadow walking about on the road. And,
What do you mean? No, what's he again? Rubbish.
Right. So he's walking
Nonsense.
about.
Where did you read this? Where did you
He's
see
walking
this?
about. This was on the internet, and I'm sure.
Sorry. Sorry. I thought it was shite. I didn't know it was on the internet.
Right. So this shadow is moving about, and
Independently of an object.
yeah, and the local mayor and that is like, yeah, it's a bit weird, but it's not harming anyone.
The mayor involved.
Was he elected to that post?
Hey, Mayor, we got a problem down here. Seems like a shadow. Well, it's not causing any. No, it's just
causing any problems.
Yeah, go on.
But that's the thing. It was left for years, and then it did start causing problems.
I see, that's it. If you leave these shadows to go unchecked, Rick, they go crazy.
Yeah.
You let them run amok in the city.
Yeah.
You've got to stand
What did it do?
on
What did it do?
shadows.
What did the shadow do?
It was pushing people off the bikes.
It was what?
It was pushing people off the bikes.
Oh,
I'll find out more for that next week. Right, that'll tease
oh,
them.
you're a maniac.
We'll do more on that. We haven't had time for educating.
Please never have children.
Right, listen.
You're
Just promise me now you'll never have kids.
Like I said to you, though, the reason I did this was to get that kitchen, right? Now,
Brilliant.
as we speak now, right, Builder's in the flat. He's been annoying me.
Of course he has. Of course he has. What's he been doing?
When he turned up on Monday, right?
Yeah.
Wanders in, and the first thing he says to me is, he said, the pub across the road, is it any good? I said, well, it doesn't matter, does it? You're working on the kitchen.
Think of saying that to a builder. Probably making conversation. Probably meant, do they do a toasted sandwich? Because I've got a half-hour lunch break, not an hour, like Karl Pilkington. So I'll probably go and get a nice, cheese and tomato sandwich.
Is that genuinely what you said to me?
Yeah.
The first thing you
Yeah,
said
so
to me?
Suzanne had to go at me saying, why have you said that? He hasn't even started on it yet.
I cannot believe that.
You're unbelievable, Carl. And you say it's us that are rude, crass,
I wasn't being
thoughtless.
rude. I just was letting him know. Do you know what I mean? I know what
He
they're up
knows
to.
what he was there for. He had it down on his little docket. Do the kitchen this week. He didn't come there and go, what did I come out for? Was it to go to the pub for a week?
Why am I wearing these overalls?
Yeah. Who's the little bald mank twat insulting me? Let me just check. Let me call the head office.
I wasn't having a go, though. I mean, they should have finished it yesterday, and they're there now, right, on their own. And what annoyed me is they turned up late today.
Hold on, Carl, I've just realised something. They're probably listening to the radio. This, I assume, tuned to XFM, isn't it, in your kitchen?
Yeah, but they don't know it's me, do they? Do you know what I mean?
No. They'd go, he's got a whiny mank voice as well. So's the bloke who owns this place. And the bloke who owns this place, when I said, what's that pub like across the road, said, well, you won't be bothering that. He's working on this. No, he won't be able to put two and two together, will he? You've suddenly, the penny's dropped, hasn't it? You've suddenly realised. Look at his face.
Yeah.
He's suddenly realised they might know it's him.
And they could be listening, and they're going to clean you out, mate.
Oh, if you are the builder working in, where is it? I won't say the address, but it's
Central London, isn't it? Go mental. Have whatever you want.
opposite that pub that you like.
He'll probably be in there now, so he won't be listening.
Oh, insulting a British workman.
He should have been in
go
today.
mental.
He should have been at 8 this morning,
Just
which annoyed
go
me anyway.
mental.
Why? I really don't understand why they've got to start so early, right?
Yeah.
But he said he'll be there for 8. Turned up at 9:30, right? Wanders in, and what annoys me is he could have left all this downstairs. He had a paper under his arm, one of those crossword books, and a pot noodle. Now, I'm not being funny, but most of them take quite a bit of time. A crossword book, he's not happy with just the one that's in the paper.
If you're listening, if you are the builder that's listening now, doing Carl's flat, what about pissing in the laundry basket? Okay, 104.9, Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant. We're not actually here. It's the best of. Look at his face.
It was really light, right? We've had the parrot, right? These are things that I found the parrot. Right, I've told you about the dog in the car wash.
Right, you didn't tell me about that. You said there's a car wash for a dog. That's all you told me.
Yeah,
the
but
parrot, you said there's a parrot. What? It's a problem at funerals.
Yeah.
That's nothing. That's nothing. That's nothing. Do you understand?
And
they used to eat cats.
what else have we got? There's an elephant in India with sore feet.
Why?
There's an elephant in India with sore feet.
Now I'm interested. Why?
Tap dancing.
Why?
I didn't write that
He's
much
trying
down
to
about
break
it.
Roy Castle's record. He's still going.
Go on. What is it? What is it? Think.
It's an elephant, and it was really old. It was about 76.
Right.
And it had sore feet because it's old, and
They don't make stair
and
lifts
the
that
roads,
big, do they?
roads are bad and that.
Yeah, go
so they said, what are we going to do? And the town was like, oh, we're used to seeing it around. It's part of the thing, we don't want it to have sore feet. Yeah. So they got some slippers made for it. And it had like a picture of the elephant looking happy wearing some slippers.
I love him. I love Carl, his world. Think of it. Where did you see this picture?
That was on the internet.
Right.
That's a lesson, though, for any elephants listening. Don't wear stilettos to work every day, because it can do your feet in.
So that
But don't elephants have really bad memories?
No, they have really good memories.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's good then. No, I just thought they'd forget where they put them. I thought there was something about elephants having bad memories and that.
It goes on, where's my slippers? Yeah. I'm sure I left them by the test.
So sorry, there's an elephant walking around wearing slippers?
Yeah, that's in
What
India.
kind of slippers? Those sort of old man ones with the sort of checkered
round
design.
ones, I imagine.
Yeah.
Big round ones.
There was that going on.
And is it happening? Is it happier? I mean, does it feel more
Yeah,
satisfying?
it looked it.
Did it look? How can you tell for elephants, please?
What else is there? There was a woman who's had a breast insured for 150 grand.
Right.
Okay. Any more information there?
What? Third party fire and theft?
Don't know, it had a picture of her with them, out. I just thought, he should get them covered.
He's done another real joke!
Brilliant, that's a proper joke.
He's done, look at his little face, he smiles.
I'd like to see you on one of the sort of TV panel games. If they could bring back sort of celebrity squares, he'd be amazing as the centre square.
Oh, that would be incredible.
Or on that countdown in Dictionary Corner.
I imagine him in Dictionary Corner.
I've come up with cat. If that helps at all.
Yeah. Memblant.
Yeah, what does that mean, Carl?
Just anything you want it to mean. What I've got, there's a dog that's got a cough in Singapore because it smokes 20 a day. Right, okay, another one.
No, it's the last one, and it's on the save. The last one we've got is last week when I did Do We Need Them? Do you know when I called up one of the museums in a science museum?
Yeah, are you talking to me?
Yeah, I'm just saying. I wanted to tell you before when the song was on, but you're so busy listening to it.
Yeah. Was I so busy listening to a song I was playing?
Yeah, but we're doing a radio show.
All right, what's your point?
Well, I just wanted to say she emailed in to say I got her name wrong, so I'm just apologising for that.
What did you call her?
I think I called her Jessica.
What was her name?
I don't know. I've got it on email somewhere.
This is not an apology.
No, I'm just saying.
You've got it wrong again.
You've not even said her real name. How is that an apology?
Well, I remember I read the email, so
But who are you apologising to?
I think her name's Jackie. I think.
Oh, you've got it wrong again, haven't you?
Well, anyway, and she just said if you want to see dinosaurs and that, go to the museum.
You were complaining about that as well, weren't you? You went to a museum and there was too many dinosaurs. He said you just need 4.
No, well, Steve, have you been to the one in Knightsbridge?
I think
this
so.
one that I called up, right? It's nice. You go in, you get a good collection of stuff. You walk in, there's 3 or 4 dinosaurs. You've had enough, right? I went into New York, right? I went to the museum there, hundreds of them. You can't move for dinosaurs.
Yeah.
It's almost like they're responsible for them being extinct. There's loads of them. So all I'm saying is, if you want to see a dinosaur, go to the one near Knightsbridge. They've got a nice selection, some old vases and stuff. It's worth going. So,
Carl, you're a second-time buyer, aren't you? But
yeah. Bought one in Manchester. Lost $7,000 on that one.
well, don't buy in Manchester.
No, it's a good flat. It's just it wasn't. I didn't buy it to sort of make money. I thought I was going to be living there like all my life, and then a job came up here, and it was like, oh.
You bought your first flat in Manchester. You assumed you would be living there for the rest of your life.
Well, I wasn't in a rush.
Play record. You're an idiot.
Hang on a minute. So have you got a property portfolio? Have you got the 2 houses now?
No, I've got rid of that one.
Oh, you sold that one?
Got this
at
flat.
£7,000 loss.
Got this flat. I'll tell you something that is interesting.
Hold on, though.
What?
£7,000 lost.
Yeah.
It's a flat in Manchester, but it could only cost about £8,000 anyway.
Right, Steve, something they do now, right, they've got to do by law when you're buying, right? I was looking at one in London, right? It's haunted. They've got to tell you now.
Right, don't talk shit.
I'm telling you
Play
now.
a record.
I'm telling you now.
Yeah. There's no such thing as ghosts. That is ridiculous if that appears on a legal document.
Right, if there's anyone who sells flats and does that for a living,
yeah,
right, email in, because I'm telling you now, that is a fact. She sort of dropped it in. I said, oh, nice feel here. And she said, yeah, well, that'll be the ghost. Just dropped it in, that's all they've got to do. And then I was like, what? And they went, oh, yeah.
That's all I've got to do, is it? So that's the legal thing. Did you drop it in? So in court you go, did you drop it in? Yeah, I dropped it in. Play a record, you're an idiot.
Did you have to have that thing done where they say, what side do you wear your member?
What side you dress? They don't say what side you wear your member. That would hardly be a euphemism, would it? So they say, what side you dress, sir? It means what side your little John Thomas leans, doesn't it, on rest, usually to the left, isn't it? Your little left testicles.
If I said to you now, what side do you wear? Hang on. Do you know?
It would be left. It would be the left. That's what I mean. If standing there, right, with nothing restricting it or holding it in or holding it up, right, it sort of leans. Your one ball is sort of like slightly back and lower, isn't it? And your little John Thomas rests there, so it's left. And the reason they ask it is so they don't put the tape measure up on the left and squash your willy or touch your willy.
So it's nothing to do with like, well, you'll need a bit more room of sort of more material on that side, or.
Well, no, I don't think they compensate. It's just when they when they stick that up into your groin, they don't want to come in contact with your little.
The thing is, I don't know what side I wear stuff on. I just sort of pull my pants up and wherever it wants to go that day.
But maybe it's not big enough to sort of make any, real decision.
But like now, I'm sat here right with my jeans on. I don't know where I am.
Well, that's clear from hearing you talk.
No, but what I mean is, if a fella said to me, "What side are you? What side's your member on?"
Member. What is this? What is this? The use of the word member suddenly?
I'd go.
Well, it's not. It's usually not appropriate. And also, I imagine in the old days they had big baggy pants that used to sort of like hang down. And now, like with those stretchy boxers and briefs, it's sort of held up in a nice neat little parcel, isn't it? So it's probably not appropriate. It doesn't come in contact with your little snake. So, Did you ever? What have you ever heard that? Are you telling me a tailor has asked you that and you went, "What do you mean, mate?"
No, I've never. I've not really had one made to measure. I had one made when I was a kid, but since then I've sort of bought a suit off the hook. But when you were saying about buying a suit, I know that question sort of crops up, and I don't know what the answer is. It just annoys me the way I don't know. There's no surprises anymore. Do you know what I mean? People know.
What do you mean? He's going to go, right, I'm going to measure you now. Which side shall I measure? Go, well, pot luck, go on, have a look. Right, there you go. Oh, you got it. You checked me now.
What do you mean there's no surprises anymore? What are you talking about?
Everything you say is a surprise. Everything you say. Every opinion you have is a surprise to me.
What I mean is, why aren't people just happy just to go, well, depends, doesn't it? I'll just pull the pants up wherever it wants to go. I'm happy.
What do you mean? Why is this such a big issue?
But Carl, when they ask you this question, they're not making a note of it somewhere. It's not statistical research to find out what the kind of common leaning is. It's a question so he doesn't touch it when he's using his tape measure.
Just be careful.
But
he is being careful by asking the question.
But what's wrong with him touching it anyway? If he's, I mean, it's only like a slight.
Fair enough.
But if he just sort of, knocks it a little bit, you can just go.
Do that again?
To me, it's the same as the prostate thing. It's just happening all over again.
But the doctor doesn't go, oh, what side's your arse on, sir? Trying to avoid the arse. He wants to go, he knows where your arse is and he's aiming for it and he wants to get it up there. He's aiming for it for a good cause. This little fella's going, well, I've got to measure his leg. I don't want to touch the knob. I'll just ask him, sir, do you mind telling me where your cock is so I can avoid it? It's a big difference.
But like I'm saying to you, I'd have to have a look first to let him know. I don't know where it is now. I don't know. It could be the left, could be the right.
Are you telling me you don't know where your knob is
without
now?
looking?
Well, what do you mean without looking? How could...
Well, you're saying it as if like...
Should we have a guess?
Well, have a look and tell us where it is.
What are you wearing? What sort of pants are you wearing?
I've got my jeans on.
But you got pants on underneath them?
Yeah.
What are they? Briefs or boxer shorts?
Boxer shorts.
Boxer shorts. Well, it's probably free, but the jeans are probably strict knit. I think it's probably either in the middle, dressed in, or just slightly to the left. Have a look. We'll tell the listeners after the break where's Karl's knob. It's a good competition.
Oh, brilliant! We've got to send this to the Sony Awards people.
Well, big question. Where was Karl's knob?
That's what people have been hanging on for.
Yeah. Where was it?
Well, I can't believe people have been texting in.
Hey, not guessing where it is.
People saying, is it in the middle? Is it in the left? It cost them 10p. It cost them 10p to find out. Just wait, I'm going to give out the answer. You don't win anything, right? Like, strike it lucky. Right?
Bottom or middle? Right.
It was to the left.
Oh! Yeah.
I went with the right. That's annoying.
See, I thought it would be to the left. If not, maybe if it was all scrunched up, sitting on your lap right, it might just pop up to the middle. Just pop out, like,
Well, next week we'll be finding out where yours is.
Where's Ricky's bollocks?
50 Cent in Da Club on XFM 104.9.
We're playing our favourite singles of the year.
Yep.
And we're looking back over some of our favourite clips of the year.
Right, Karl, it's a questionnaire about happiness.
Oh, yeah.
There's one person... Well, that should answer it right where. The first question, Karl, on a happy scale of 1 to 10, where are you on the happy scale?
Is it at this moment or in general?
Well, I would say generally.
Okay.
Yeah, but you don't always have to, like... I mean, I think I'm happy in that, but I don't always show it.
You never show it?
No, but it doesn't mean I'm not happy in that. Like, I'm all right at the moment. I'd say I'm probably on a... I was probably on about an 8. I was probably at about a 9 when I woke up, right? And then sort of fell out with Suzanne over her haircut.
Yeah.
Right? She went for a haircut and came back with something that I didn't like.
Sorry, what did you say? So when your girlfriend walked to the door, she had her hair done, you said, I don't like it, alright?
Well, she could tell by the look on my face.
But don't you say, no, I'm happy with it, I just can't tell. I'm loving it.
Because then she might have it done again.
Oh, Karl, I just cannot get over you. I really can't.
No, but you haven't seen it. Right? So then I was fed up, but then I thought...
Sorry, what authority have you got to talk about haircuts?
Yeah, you had officially from a barber in Manchester above a railway station in a shack, it was £2 a cut, told you had the hair of a Chinaman. Well, you wish you had the hair of a Chinaman now, you got no hair. You're a little bald mank with your mouth open, so don't... Is she listening to this, Suzanne? Sitting at home with a woolly hat on?
I don't know. But she knows now, doesn't she?
What did you say? What
words did you do about it,
I just said you look like someone out of Slade.
Interestingly, that's what I look for in a girlfriend.
Oh, God.
Which one of Slade?
That one with the funny...
Not Dave Hill.
Yeah.
The one with the crooked fringe and the goofy... She had her teeth done as well, did she? She had 2 front teeth put in.
Dumper.
So anyway,
So prior to that, you're on a 9. Then you saw the haircut, you're on an 8.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
now
then,
what you're on?
I'm probably on about a 6 at the moment.
Why? What's happened?
Well, while Star Sailor was on, bit more head squeezing going on. So, yeah, about a 5 or 6.
So generally speaking, what would you say you're on?
About 4.
You're on a 4. Alright. What would you give someone who wasn't very happy? What would you give them?
What are you thinking, Karl? Depends why they're not happy.
They're low, okay, so what would you give them?
I mean, depends, doesn't it? If it's someone who's just lost their arms and legs in an accident, you don't give them a lollipop.
Sure, or some mittens.
Yeah. You give them a hat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And dare I say it, a smile.
A skateboard.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
You don't know.
You got to answer the question.
All right, so hang on. Let's assume that you've upset your girlfriend because you slagged off her haircut.
What are you
right?
doing now
feel
to go and make her happy?
How are you going to cheer her up? And not buy her a baseball cap.
I don't know yet. I haven't thought about it because I've got this to sort out, haven't I? So when I get home, get her some gel or something.
Oh, God! Oh, Christ. So, would you like to start on your... to Steve, because I've heard all these.
Well, we won't do them all.
Well, we'll start off with the Mr. Freeze. Tell Steve the story of Mr. Freeze. This is the first time he nearly died.
This is the most serious of the lot, really. So, what it was, do you know, like, don't know if your mum and dad did the same thing, but, like, they do the weekly shopping on like, a Friday.
Yeah.
So when you got to Thursday, there wouldn't be much stuff left in the cupboard. It'd just be like, you know, your Jacob's crackers and stuff like that. So when they'd been to the supermarket and they came back, I was like, you know, what's that saying? Like a pig in... You know, I loved it. It was like loads of food coming in, loads of biscuits.
What is that saying?
He nearly said pig in shit.
Right.
Is that the saying?
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, all this food comes in.
Thank God he didn't.
Otherwise he'd have been in trouble.
That's true enough.
Because he's culpable for our actions because
Exactly.
he's the producer. So technically, that twat's in charge. Go on.
Right, so anyway, so there's loads of food, and I'm like, oh yeah, look at this, and chocolate biscuits, and, you know, penguins and stuff.
Bacon.
And bacon.
Just in case, you never know.
So anyway, my mum and dad's putting the food away. Me and our kid are like, he's already grabbed something, gone back upstairs.
It's like feral children. it's like a quest for fire. And then they ran upstairs. What did he just sit under the bed, gnawing at some sort of pig's trotter?
So I saw, do you remember Mr. Freeze Pops?
I do, yeah. So they're kind of like popsicles, icicles.
Yeah, but really long, like a foot long, right? Yeah. So I thought, I'll have one of them, so I grabbed it.
Went for the nutritious stuff first.
Absolutely.
And like my mum and dad are putting this stuff away and what have you. And I rip it open and knock it back, right? Straight away, just right back like
Swallow
that.
it straight away, yeah.
But it went down the wrong way, right?
What, down your shirt?
So I was like, oh God, I can't breathe. And my mum and dad didn't even know what I'd ate. Do you know what I mean? I ate it so quick.
Yeah.
And I'm sort of tapping my mum on the back, going, and she's going, oh God, you know, he's choking again, because I was always choking. If it was one thing, I don't know if I've got like a small throat, but I mean, even Ricky knows I can't drink that much, can I?
Yeah.
Do you know,
or eat pebbles.
I'm not a quick drinker. I'd always, I think I'm scared of like swallowing stuff.
Yeah.
And it was like bottle tops and mint imperials and stuff. I was always choking on stuff.
Oh, jeez.
So anyway, she's going, oh God, what's he picked up on it now?
Drop it.
So,
and hit his nose with a stick.
So I was going, I'm choking. At this point, my dad had I think he'd put his share away, you know, his food away, and he'd gone.
His share, I love it.
Yeah. He'd gone to watch like Winner Takes All or whatever in a lounge, and I was in the kitchen, and I was starting to I didn't care anymore. Do you know what I mean? I just got to that point where I wasn't struggling anymore.
You just thought, I'm done for.
I just was like falling to the ground. And my mum's going, you know, get in here, I think it's serious. And my dad comes in and sort of starts shouting at me, saying that's what you get for being greedy. He didn't even know what I'd eaten.
Well, it was the moment to teach you a lesson, certainly.
So he's there like that, and my mum's going, oh, look at him. And my lips were going purple, and my eyes were rolling into the back of my head.
You look like Marilyn Manson.
And so anyway, she grabbed me from behind and did that fireman thing.
The Heimlich manoeuvre.
Yeah. And, you know, winded me. And it came up, and I was all right.
What, the whole popsicle came flying back out?
You see, that's what I don't understand. Because there was nothing there.
No, just a little bit. No, it swells up, doesn't it? Because it irritated it. So it went down your sort of like your epiglottis. It went down the wrong way, like it went into your air canal instead of your throat, and it sort of spasms, and that's the fear. You just got to calm it down and relax.
So in time, I would have been all right.
Yeah,
anyway.
you don't. Well, no,
you might have.
So that's so that's
hang on.
one.
No. But the weird thing is, like for 3 days after that, I felt like a sort of a special person. I went to school.
I'm saying nothing.
I did full days.
A special needs person.
I went to school the next 3 days after that. I didn't like wag it or anything. I did full days.
I love that. 3 days, turn over a leaf.
Exactly. After 3 days, you thought, screw it.
Yeah, did a quick history exam. Right, next one.
weird.
That's popsicle. That's popsicle hell, we'll call that.
So we look into animals that we get rid of. I've spoken to someone about snails. I've spoken to someone about jellyfish and that. And looking at cockroaches today.
She's an expert. She's just not just some random person.
No, she works in a museum, a good museum. I said I'd give it a plug. It's the one near Knightsbridge. It's got dinosaurs and that in it. It's worth seeing.
Well,
this
Natural
is
History
it.
Museum.
Yeah. So,
It's not sure. He's not sure.
this is what happened. Now, what I'll do, I'll tell you as much as I know, and then you can fill me in if I'm right or wrong. And then at the end of it, we'll get to the bottom of whether we need them or not.
Okay.
All right. So, first of all, the first thing that I found out is that they have 18 knees.
That's not exactly possible. They're insects, so they have 6 legs.
Yeah.
And a knee is usually the junction between femur and tibia. That's sort of classic human knee, as and every other animal knee. So with 6 legs, you can only have 6 knees.
Could somebody sort of got mistaken for seeing one that was a bit double jointed?
I think you're grasping at straws or something.
All right. Well, we might have to come back to that one then.
Okay.
They can hold the breath for 40 minutes.
Well, they don't do that because they don't breathe in the same way as us. They breathe through little spiracles, holes down the side of the body. So, no, they're not a very apt simile because the method of breathing is so different.
What do you mean?
Because insects have a totally different system. They don't have lungs in the way that we do and just breathing through one part of the body. They're actually breathing through every segment of the body all of the time.
So even though they've got their mouth shut, they might be able to
Their mouth
slide.
has nothing to do with breathing.
So
only
just
feeding.
So you see, maybe that's where someone's gone wrong. Someone's got hold of one and sort of taped its mouth up or something and got bored after 40 minutes and said, well, we'll call it
Pretty
right.
unkind thing to do to an insect, even to a cockroach.
Yeah, but it's all...
Can't do that.
Yeah, but...
No. Pretty unkind thing to do anything, even a cockroach.
Something else I found out.
Yeah.
They can live for a week without an head.
Well, that's true if they don't bleed to death in the process.
But the weird thing is, when I told you that they had 18 knees, you seemed a bit sort of like, don't talk ridiculous. But then we're talking about an animal that can live without an head. So there's a little bit of truth in that one, yeah?
Yes.
Why, when it was invented, has it got that facility? Say if someone said to humans, we could do that with humans, and, you know, if you lose your head in some accident, it gives you a bit of time to sort of go back to your family and maybe write them a note. You won't be able to have a chat, but write them a note saying, it was my own fault, and it was nice knowing you.
Well, that would be a useful facility, I agree. But cockroaches are great survivors. I mean, they've been around for over 300 million years. They're one of the most primitive insects.
All right. Well, I've also... is it true that they do a lot of resting? Apparently they can sort of rest for 75% of the time.
Rest?
Yeah, they just sit about doing nothing.
It's probably true of a vast proportion of the world's fauna.
I mean, maybe the 25% that they are working, they're really giving it some, so it might make up.
Probably searching out food and, they can slow down considerably. You can chill insects in the fridge and they'll become very, very quiet. You might think they're dead.
Yeah, but I'm sure, you know, if we were sat in a fridge, you know, we'd go a bit quiet, wouldn't we, you know?
Well, you might not know much about it, of course.
Yeah, but...
You're not quite reading the right sources.
Well, I've been using the internet.
I'm sure there are many useful sources that you could find there, but some of those seem to have been a little misleading to you.
So you don't agree with a lot of what I've told you there?
No.
So cockroaches, can we get rid of them?
No.
So we're keeping them then?
I would say so, yeah.
I think we should get her on more often because she sounds like she'd be a bit of an ally, really. Because she knew immediately that you were talking nonsense. She even said, I think you should be more concerned about your sources, which I've been trying to tell you for a year, right? The fact, I mean, 18 knees, where did you get that from?
It was on the internet.
They can hold their breath for 40 minutes. I mean, I don't know what you read and take on.
Mad world, don't it?